All right, back now here at the KFYR Plus News Desk, and it seems like more and more social media influencers these days are just trying to prank us because the latest TikTok health advice is to start eating dirt. Their claim is that it helps with gut health, acne, and more. Joining us to see if there's any proof to this or if that maybe is advice at all is Stacy Woodson, a dietitian and nutritionist. Welcome, Stacy. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
You got it. Okay, now to start, these influencers are not telling people to go out in the backyard and to, start digging up their dirt and have a buffet. It's special dirt. It's called biodynamic soil that is free of chemicals, rocks, and grass. So, Stacy, what is the potential health risks associated with consuming dirt or soil?
There's two things that I want to say. So there is this biodynamic soil
Hmm.
that you mentioned, and it is supposed to be rich in nutrients. And as you said, they're claiming that it solves everything from skin issues to gut health. Now, we do know that soil has bacteria in it, and these bacteria can be very good for our health. Um, and so when we put our hands in actual dirt, when we eat fruits and vegetables that are grown from the dirt, we are exposed to this gut bacteria, which can be good for our health. Now, I cannot and will not say that eating actual soil in your backyard or buying this biodynamic soil is going to actually give you any health benefits.
Right. Okay. Is there any chance dirt provides any benefits whatsoever, as we talked about gut health, detoxification? Is there any chance it provides benefits?
So it absolutely has benefits depending on where the soil is and what's the composition of the soil. It can be very rich in minerals. This is why when we eat our fruits and vegetables, we want to make sure that we know where they're grown and the farmers that we're getting our foods from care for the soil, making sure they're putting compost into the soil because that's going to influence the nutrient density of the foods we eat. So eating soil could be beneficial, but once again, as we mentioned, there's so many other things that could be in the soil. There's other ways to get these benefits besides directly eating it. And that could just be
Sure.
putting your hands in the soil and then making sure to wash them after you come from outside.
So, what do you think drives the appeal of eating dirt?
So I am not sure. I think some people like the texture. I
Hmm.
will say that there's another segment of people which aren't necessarily crunchers, but there is a medical condition called pica. And
Hmm.
pica is a condition where people choose to eat or feel craved, excuse me, they're craving non-food items. And we often see this when people have a nutrient deficiency, and it's most commonly iron. So these people will like to eat ice, cornstarch, certain types of dirt, often like clay like dirt. Um, and once again, those people are usually a little embarrassed that they're doing it, and there's a medical reason around it. The crunchers, I'm not exactly sure what is their main reason that they want to eat dirt.
Yeah, that was one of my questions, Stacy. Is that do these people maybe suffer from a kind of a pica cult?
It's possible. It is absolutely possible that
Yeah.
they've seen people that are actually suffering from pica, and they're just like, "Oh, this looks like a cool thing to do, so I want to be in on the trend."
Yeah.
But I do have to stand and stand my ground and say that I do not recommend eating dirt.
Good deal. What advice would you give to those considering trying, let's say they want to go the clean way, the biodynamic soil, or joining this crunchers movement? Any advice that you would tell them that you got a lot of people out there that think, I think I can do it. I need some, acne cleanup, gut health. What would you tell them?
So one, I would say to go spend some more time outside, get your hands in the soil. That's another way to get all of those, get exposure to those good bacteria. I would tell them there's incredible research that shows us that eating a wide variety of plant foods, particularly at least 30 different types of plant foods each week can give health benefits. And so when I say that, I mean fruits, vegetables, spices, all of these different things count. So I would tell them to diversify the plant foods that they're eating and just to make sure to keep eating plenty of fruits and vegetables.
You know, I'm right there with you because we've all been kids. We've all taken the carrots out of the garden, didn't run it through the hose over them. We just took a bite right off of them, right? I mean, we kind of cleaned them off as best we could, and we had a bite of some black dirt, and didn't hurt us one bit. But I can't imagine taking a mouthful of that stuff and eating it, right?
Exactly. Yes. So, the saying, a little dirt didn't hurt, but they're eating a lot of dirt. So,
They're eating a lot of it. One last question, Stacy. How can people critically evaluate health trends and social media influencer recommendations?
so I would definitely make sure that you're getting any medical advice from a medical professional. So, looking for if you're on the web looking for websites that end in .gov or edu, is a great way to know that these are legitimate sources. Talking to your medical doctor, and if it has to do with nutrition, absolutely working with a registered dietitian.
Stacy Woodson, thank you so much for the advice today, and I'll make sure I steer clear of the dirt, and I'll assume you'll do the same.
I will. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Stacy. Have a great weekend. All right.
You too. Bye bye.
All right. 1:37 now here at the desk. Let's take a quick break. We're back with more news next on KFYR Plus.